I really wanted to write that story. And, that was another scary one to write.
I
But
can imagine. That is true.
I
My
cried
God.
a lot when I was doing research because some
Oh,
of the horrors of that time,
right.
they really strike you.
Of
And one
course.
of the reasons I wanted to bring it out is 75 years into freedom, many people have forgotten. Many people never knew it because India is such a young population, has such a young population, large young population. So it was part of me saying, remember your history. Remember that this freedom that you are enjoying today didn't come easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember the sacrifice of people who really came together across religions and languages to make the country free.
That
And
is
I
true.
thought this is a lesson for all of us all over the world today.
Of course.
Togetherness.
Yeah.
Let's not look at the differences. Let's look at together.
Let's look at togetherness. This is so fascinating. I have goosebumps as you were talking about it because, first of all, it's not a small gift. My God, this is such an incredible book that you've written. And now that I know the arc that was going on in your mind from, where the first Battle of Independence and what was going on in The Last Queen to here, like, how's that journey overall almost kind of, a beautiful conclusion to 200 years of struggle that makes it even more special. But the fact you're absolutely right, like even when I was growing up and, my peers, people in my generation, freedom was, you took it for granted. So yes, it was a part of grandparents' stories and then you moved on. But so much has gone into getting that so many of us, and to your point, the young generation that has come after me and after all of us, they have no clue what went on. Like it's just a chapter in the past. But when it's written in the setting that you've written and when it is brought to people here, that does, I feel, a lot more than a history book in a classroom would do by itself, because now people will read that and want to read more and go through their own research. It's a great thing for you to have done with such a noble thought of that being a tribute to the country, to your family, to your ancestors, and for us to know it in this way. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you. And I have to say, one of the things that has been very encouraging is that I've received notes and messages from a lot of young readers who have really taken to the book and who have really identified with the three sisters whose stories are being told, although it's from such a different generation. So that makes me very hopeful that, literature keeps things alive in us. Literature allows us to identify with people very different from us, and that through literature, perhaps the older histories can become alive again.